issues affecting us as citizens of Nigeria, ranging from politics to health to education and other topical stories making rounds in the country. Yes, we are live on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel on High Voltage News. Like, comment, and share the video for others to be part of the conversation by calling in on 075853 or 0915 You can also send us an SMS or a WhatsApp message depending on what is more convenient for you. And please ensure that when you call or when you drop a message, let it be clean and very civil. All right, so this morning we are going to take a look at the top stories on today's papers. But what we are discussing this morning, Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo has promised cash rewards for every ward upon winning. Any ward that wins, he has promised to give them 1 million naira each. And then the best performing ward will receive 5 million naira. Now, this promise, 1 million naira each, is it a smart strategy? Or is it a way to encourage voter participation? Or does it have to do with vote buying? These are what Nigerians are asking this morning. And yes, this is what we are going to look into. But then, let's see what's happening in Nigeria on the stories on today's papers. All right, the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors has declared a total and indefinite nationwide strike starting Friday, October 31, 2025, after the federal government failed to meet their 30-day ultimatum. All right, so the decision was reached during a 5-hour emergency NEC meeting where members voted for a full shutdown of the services in public hospitals. Now we see that this is going to affect us as people in the country, living in the country, because when they shut down, what next is going to happen? Where are we going to receive our treatments if we fall sick? So they claim that the government is here to respond to their demands, and as a result, they will be going for a nationwide strike. So the NAD president, the National Association of Resident Doctors president, Dr. Mohammed Usman, said the association will strictly enforce the directive and has issued guidelines for monitoring the no work and the no pay, and also hospital compliance. Each hospital branch is to hold emergency congress meeting to ensure that everybody participates in the nationwide strike. So we still have from now, today is 27th, from now to 31st, to see if the federal government is going to respond to this or allow them to go on a nationwide strike. All right, the Joint Committee of the Senate and House of Representatives on Constitution Review has approved the creation of an additional state in the Southeast to promote fairness and equity among Nigeria's geopolitical zones. As we all know, the other geopolitical zones has at least six states. So now the Southeast only comprises of Enugu, Imo, Anambra, Abia, and Ebonyi states. Now adding another one would make it six, and it's going to be at least aligned with other geopolitical zones. So the motion for the new state was moved by Senator Abdul Ningi and seconded by Ibrahim Isiaka, and they received support. So the committee has formed a subcommittee to review 278 additional proposals for new states and local governments nationwide. All right, so the lawmakers were urged to rally support in the National Assembly and state houses of assembly to ensure that when it's time to vote, people will partake and people will vote in the states. All right, next we see the Dangote Petroleum Refinery is set for a massive expansion increasing production from 650,000 to 1.4 million barrels per day within 3 years. So Aliko Dangote announced this plan in Lagos, and he said the move shows confidence in Nigeria's future and Africa's potential, while supporting President Bola Tinubu's vision of making Nigeria a global energy hub. All right, so the expansion will create over 65,000 jobs and cut fuel imports. Also, is going to save foreign exchange and boost Nigerians' energy security. So Dangote explained that the refinery will also produce cleaner Euro-VI fuel and other things, making it fully self-sufficient. All right, so over 85% of the workforce are Nigerians, and Dangote said the company is investing heavily in local skills and technology. All right, these are the major stories on the newspaper this morning. Let's see if there are more stories. All right, on Vanguard, we see Nigeria loses $6.8 billion to oil production shortfalls in 8 months. And next, we see account Serap to NNPCL. Account for missing 22.3 billion naira, $49.7 million, 14.3 million pounds oil funds. That's a lot of money. So the NNPCL really needs to account for this money, this amount of money being called out. Let's know where it went to. Was it for rehabilitation? What was it used for? Where is the money? Because we mention a lot of money in this country, and yet we see the reflection in the lives of the citizens. So many people are not seeing the money. So when you sign a bill and there's a project and you send the money for that project and nothing is being done about it, they're in the country. All right. Okay, on the Daily Trust, farmers, federal government disagree over drop in food prices. Farmers and the federal government disagree over drop in food prices. High rent driving us out of Abuja. Resident says that high rent is driving them out of Abuja. The thing is, it's not just in Abuja, it is everywhere. The high rent is driving people away from the major cities. So it's really sad that it's going on. All right, 5 teenagers die in Gombe boat mishap. Quickly, the Nation newspaper, we see Nigeria records over $50 billion in cryptocurrency trading. Police uncover baby factory in Ondo State. All right, NECO opens UK exam center for Nigerians in diaspora. All right, so these are the things we have this morning on the newspaper headlines. Okay, so quickly, we are going straight into what we have this morning. And of course, your opinion matters, your voice matters. So be part of what we are discussing this morning. Call us on 0706 048 5853. And also leave a comment on our social media handle on High Voltage News. That's on YouTube, High Voltage News. Drop your comment, share the video so that others will be part of the conversation. All right. So during a campaign rally in Orumba South, Governor Soludo told supporters that APGA wards that deliver victory will receive cash incentives. Like I said earlier, 1 million naira for any ward that wins, any APGA wards that wins. And then for the overall top performer, we get 5 million naira. Now, there's been a lot of reactions. Like, people are asking, is this not against the Electoral Act? Is this supposed to be so? Is the governor supposed to openly make this declaration? Is it supposed to come out and ask people to, when you vote, you are going to receive this certain amount of money? It's not vote buying. So a lot of Nigerians are totally against this statement by the governor of Anambra State. very soon, November 8th, the election is just here. It's just few weeks from now, like a week from now, we are going to have the election. And then you have promises like this. So it's just like when the money plus votes is equal to vote buying. So people are against it. People are totally against it. But then APGA has defended the move. Their National Publicity Secretary, Mazi Ejimofo Opara, he said that it is not vote buying at all. Rather, it is a way to tackle the voter apathy. He claims that so many people do not come out to vote at all, that people do not come out. Like for an instance, in 2021, Anambra State had over 2.7 million registered voters, but less than 200,000 people came out to vote. So he says that it is a way of motivating people to come out and vote in the November 8th election. But we are asking this morning, is this the right way to motivate people? Because we know in the country where we are, once money is involved, it feels like most of us lose our senses because there's money. They are going to give us money. Let's vote for this person. So it doesn't really push you to vote the right person. You look at, you go, you queue and you are asking, how much are this particular party paying? Is it more than where I'm queued? So that you know if you're moving to the next line. So we will see why people are reacting to this. The Soludo's incentive is really something. It was a video. I don't know if you saw the video. But making it open like that, telling people that if you win, I'm going to give you 1 million naira. That means at all costs, they will try to win their word. They will try to buy people. They will try to buy votes, to bribe people to vote for APGA. So people are asking INEC to look into this matter, that it is against the Electoral Acts. But I'm asking this morning, do you think it is an Electoral Act, it is against it? Do you think it's something that has to do with vote buying, or it is just something that motivates the people to come out and vote during election? Is it right? The statement that came out from the governor, did he make the right move? Did he make the right move? All right, this morning, let's take reactions from social media. Let's see what people are saying about it. All right, on X, we see from Wake Up Africa, he says, Governor Charles Soludo should be jailed if this is true. Where will the 10 million be spent from? Personal or public funds? Secondly, what can 10 million do for a local government? If not, to share for poor people to encourage them vote against their will. They should collect the 10 million and allow a clueless man to govern their state for another 4 years. All right, we'll take another comment. All right, it says that kind of promise raises serious ethical questions. Offering financial rewards tied to votes can blur the line between motivation and manipulation. Elections should be about good governance and trust, and not monetary incentives. It continues to say that leadership built on loyalty and not money lasts longer. All right, lastly, let's see what someone else is saying. He says this is blatant bribery, completely unlawful and shameless. This letter-writing attention seeker has become increasingly desperate, constantly pandering to Tinubu for relevance. At this rate, it wouldn't be surprising if he officially defects to the APC soon. So these are the 3 comments that I can take from the social media. We see that people are against it because they're, in as much as you are trying to prove that there's voter apathy and you want to encourage people to come out and vote, it's still not enough reason to attach this monetary value to it. It's like I have to do anything at all costs, no matter what it takes, just to ensure that my ward wins, so that I can receive the 1 million, so that I can receive the 5 million naira. I mean, if that money is put into projects, it can do a lot of things. If that money is given to people to empower the lives of people living in that state, it can do a lot of things. Now let's see reasons with the APGA's argument. Let's take a closer look at what the secretary said. He said that according to Opara, he said that APGA is the dominant party in Anambra State, so they do not need to buy votes. And instead, they want to motivate their members at the grassroots. These are the ward leaders, the canvassers, the local supporters, to be able to mobilize voters. And we know how this ends. Most times when you are mobilizing voters, you mobilize voters with money. So because you are looking at the 1 million that is ahead, you will have to do, even if it's 2,000 that you are giving everyone just to come out and vote, they will do it at all costs. So this is the motivation behind this is totally wrong. This is my own opinion. It is wrong for the governor to come out and promise monetary values to votes, to winning. I mean, a lot of people argue that if you are doing enough for the people, you don't need to come out and promise them money before they vote for you. If there's a lot of development in that state, people will want you back in seats. It won't be about your money. It won't be about you telling them, I will give you this so amount of money so that I can occupy the seat again. Because to look at it, so they claim that Anambra cannot be bought. But what Governor Soludo did, what does it signify? We are looking. It's almost time for the election. Let's look and see how it turns out. But this is something that INEC needs to address. They cannot keep quiet for something like this, because if other governors start doing it, it's going to be a norm in the country. You come out, you promise money openly. Openly. I saw the crowds of people around. You openly promise them money. Now they are thinking of what to receive after you win. They are no longer thinking of who is supposed to be on the seats. So yes, we've gotten reactions from social media. Let's see what you have to say. What's your opinion? What do you think about what Governor Charles Soludo said? What do you think? Do you think it has to do with the motivating people to come out and vote? Do you think it has to do with vote buying, like people have said? So call us on 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. And of course, you can leave a comment on our YouTube on High Voltage News. Let us know what you think about this situation. What's your opinion? Join the conversation. Remember, this is High Voltage on Vote 104.3 FM, your weekday news analysis show where we talk about the things affecting us as citizens of Nigeria. So yes, call us and let us know what is your own view? What exactly do you think? Because opposition parties, the civil groups, they do not agree with what APGA is saying. They do not agree that is because of voter apathy. Because the whole of it is not just Anambra State. Yes, in Nigeria as a whole, there's a voter apathy. People do not want to come out and vote again because they do not trust the process. They do not trust that their vote counts. So should everyone be given rewards? Because this is a general thing that is happening in the country. We are looking at the 2027 general elections. And we are wondering, out of the millions of people that registered for that registered their voters card, how many people are going to come out to vote? So should we now link money to elections? Is it the right thing to do? Because if there's development in your state, if there's development in all the local governments, if they're seeing the works of the governors, if they're seeing the works of those sitting in that position, you wouldn't need to promise them money before they vote you in. So this was totally uncalled for by the governor of Anambra State. It's not something that should be allowed to rest. Because as it stands, it's the government is not saying anything about it. Maybe they feel it's okay. That is, it's not vote buying. But when you promise people money to get votes from them, what exactly is it? What exactly it is? Because money plus elections is vote buying. That's just how we can leave it there. There's no explanation. It just feels like you are not confident. You don't believe in yourself. There's this desperation, like one of the what we read on social media. Just feels like there's this desperation. At all costs, I need to come back, sit on that position again. At any cost, it doesn't matter. So if the state has this money, where exactly is the money going to come from? That's what another question we are asking. This 1 million for each of the wards that wins the election, where exactly is it going to come from? Because when we know when promises like this are made, it doesn't really come from the personal. It doesn't. It hardly. So that's why during campaign you spend a lot, and then when you get into the office, you are trying to recover all that you spent. You're trying to recover everything that you spent. This is why there's hardly development in many states in the country. Because they put all their money into ensuring that they get into that position. And when they get it, they just want to recover all that they spent, all that has been lost. They want to recover it. So if you say that it's for LD competition, that the promise is for LD competition, the truth is that cash rewards linked to election performance can easily be seen as financial inducements. You are trying to bribe, can be seen as a way of bribing people to vote for you. And which is very, very unnecessary. So like critics says that this move by Governor Charles Soludo, could undermine the Electoral Acts. It could undermine, if nothing is being done about it, if nothing is being said about it. People are going to see it as a normal thing to do, to come out in public and promise cash rewards for people that win their wards. So they're going to see it as, this person did it and nothing was done to him, so I can do it. Anybody can do it. So it can also influence how people vote. So now there's some people now, because of the money involved, they are no longer thinking on their own. They just want to receive the money. So all we want now is for the governor to come back so that he can give us the money that he has promised us. This is totally wrong. For me, it is very, very wrong for a governor to come out and make these declarations in front of many people. So what exactly do you think? What do you think about this? Is it right? Is it wrong? What do you think should be done? I mean, if you want to encourage voters, people to come out and vote for you, there are other ways. I've been stressing it. There are other ways you can do. It has to do with development. If people see that you are working, they will want to vote you in for another 4 years to continue your work without any reward attached to it, without any monetary reward, without any value attached to voting you. They just want to do it out of their free will, out of the joy that you've served for 4 years. You've served very well for 4 years. So they want you back because of what you've done for the people and not what you want to do. It's not based on promises. The 4 years you were there, what did you do for that state? What did you do for the people? Because we might look at the money, it seems so big, 1 million. But how long is it going to last? Is it going to last for another 4 years? So we can't really keep quiet about this, because if it is allowed, it continues like that. It continues to the point that everybody sees it as is nothing wrong with it. That is now a norm, is now something that has come to stay. Is now something that has come to stay. Why would a sitting governor, someone contesting, come out and declare that if you win, I'm going to give you, if your ward wins, I'm going to give you ₦1 million, I'm going to give you 5 million. Why would a governor comfortably say something like that? And up till now, nothing has been done as regards to the statement that he made. Nothing has been done at all. Because let's look at this. Once money enters into the equation, this democracy of a thing, it loses its soul. Once there's money, once the money is involved, because this is deep. If we are being honest, money politics isn't new in Nigeria. It didn't start today. And we don't think it's ever going to end. Money politics, no. From stomach infrastructure to the cash for vote schemes. It's not today that it started. We've seen it all. But now it's becoming more like they've official. It's becoming official. Very, very. So that's what's making people concerned. That's why we are concerned. Like, at least we see people, we know they are doing it. But they are doing it behind the scenes. Now coming out with cameras in front of you, you are declaring that you are going to give people rewards for votes. It doesn't really make sense. As a governor, as a professor, as someone who understands the law. So if this is against the Electoral Act, what should be done to the governor? Should we just keep quiet and look at how the whole thing unfolds? Because honestly, we really need to understand that these are wrong. We need to know the right from the wrong. We need to understand and ensure that we do the right things. No matter how many people support evil, evil is wrong. Let's do the right things. Let's do the things that we are supposed to do in the country. It starts from Anambra State. It creeps in to other states. It becomes a norm in all the states. So the phone lines are open. Tell me, do you think Governor Soludo's reward promise is a smart political strategy? Is it a political or just another form of vote buying? What do you think about this? Is it just part of the campaign? Is it just a way to ensure that, yes, he returns back to seat. The promise he made, is it legal or illegal? What's your opinion on that? Should money ever be part of election motivation in a democracy? In a country that practices democracy, should money be part of these elections? Should it be heard? So send your WhatsApp messages, send your SMS, drop your comments on our YouTube, on High Voltage News. Call us on 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. Let's know exactly what you think about this whole thing. And you're still listening to High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM, your weekday news analysis show. Yes, we are talking about Governor Charles Soludo. If you are just joining us, the incentives, the cash rewards that he made, the promises that he made for every ward that wins. We are asking if it is right, if he's supposed to do something like this, if he's supposed to say things like this in a country like Nigeria. Is it right? Because when we look at all this, when we think bigger, there are two truths. The truth is that, yes, Nigeria genuinely struggles with voter apathy. The truth remains that people do not come out to vote. That is the truth. People hardly come out to vote because they believe no matter how long I stay on the queue, no matter how many votes I drop, it's still the same persons that they want, that they will put in office. That's the mindset of majority of Nigerians. And as a result of this, people hardly come out to vote. But then, using money to fix this problem could easily corrupt the process. If the governor truly wants to encourage participation, I believe he should reward, maybe with development, he should reward the development projects, the infrastructures, the community programs. He should do this and not link it to elections and not link it to voting. So hands are on deck now because of this. Because I have 5 million ahead to receive. Because I have 1 million ahead to receive. So I need to do everything with all power in me to ensure that the APGA wins in my ward. So what if another, because we have 16 people contesting for the Anambra governorship election in November 8th. We have 16 contestants. And if all of them come out to promise each ward, to promise the local governments that if you win, I'm going to give you so amount. Do you think it's going to be safe there? Everybody will just be clashing. So is the governor promising this because he has the funds or he has the public funds? Where is he going to pay from? So these are the things we are asking this morning. Is it right? Is it right? Is it right for the governor to do something like this? Yes, 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. Let's know what you think about the whole situation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You are welcome. Please, your name and your location.
Good. This is Happyman Electrical calling from Ete.
All right. Please go ahead.
Good. Based on the question you are asking,
Yes.
number one is that it's not good.
Okay.
Number two is that it's a means of buying food.
Okay.
It's not sure of winning the next time election.
That's why he's making the promise.
That's
why he's making the promise.
Yeah. And you see, we are in a country whereby we paint evil. We make evil look like good.
Mm.
Look at the name just baptized the vote buying. That is a means of encouraging those who that doesn't have interest in voting so that they can come up and vote. Just look at the way it's being painted. Where you and I know that is the means of buying votes.
Yes.
And I wouldn't say much about it because it happens during the time of our president and nothing happens up to date. And this is the same thing happened in Imo State when I was in Imo.
Okay.
At Naked, when PDP, the first tenor of PDP, immediate tenor. So PDP won instead of APC. And it was the same promise that was made to the local government chairman.
Okay.
And that day, due to PDP won and APC lose, the local government chairman came with us and was shooting everywhere. The
Wow.
police were there.
Wow.
The civil defense were there. Nobody did anything. Everybody was running for his safety as soon as they heard that PDP had won. Before both of them had to go over from the Supreme Court. So you see, all these things are just normal things happening in the country, and nobody is doing anything or anything. He will still find his way back to the office. He will still use this means to win the election. But I will tell the new elected INEC chairman to use this Anambra election
to prove
let every doubt.
Yes.
And make people to still have confidence in INEC. So all those forms is a criminal act and it should be punished.
Okay. Okay.
It should be looked into.
All right.
So that is my simple statement. Because if everybody continue coming up to promise one thing or the other, you find at the end of the day, even him himself will lose. Because Anambra is a place where they have timbers and calibers of people who are willing to bring out their money.
Yes.
To see that they get what they want. So you didn't take it for because he's a governor, he will just do everything and go for free. It's not right, and it should be looked into.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, and God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, 0706-048-5853 or 0915-570-8347. Call us and let us what you think. Do you think Governor Soludo's reward promise is a smart political strategy or just another form of vote buying? What do you think about this? Because the truth remains that this is one form of buying votes. Because once money involved, there's no explanation you can make. There's nothing like you want to encourage people. There are ways of encouraging your citizens. There are ways of encouraging the people you are leading. I mean, you've been with them for 4 years. Just the development, just the things you do in that state, in the communities, in the local government, the things that you do there is enough encouragement to make them come out and vote you in again. But if you've not been doing all this, this is where the promising them money for anyone who wins, this is where it all comes in. Because the thing is, people are seeing, people are looking, people are seeing what you are doing. They know if you are working or not. 4 years is a long time to win people's hearts. So if you have not been able to do that, is it now that you think that you can win the heart of people? Just like the opera said that yes, the Anambra cannot be bought. The truth remains that Nigeria is facing a lot of hardship and people do not mind. Wherever they see money, they just go there. They just collect this one and buy food for the day. Forgetting that this is 4 years we are talking about. That it's not just about the little money that you collect. They cannot give you more than 10,000 to vote. They cannot. The least that you'll be given is 5,000. And then you waste the whole of 4 years because of 5,000 naira. That won't last you for a day. So there's been a lot of people are asking the INEC officials to look into this statement, to look into this promise that the governor made and do something about it, and just not just allow it to allow the governor to do what he wants to do or say anything he wants to say. Because it will keep happening if nothing is being done about it. And just like the last caller said, yes, let the new INEC chairman, Joash Amupitan, let's see what he's going to do in this coming election. Because he has promised Nigerians that there's going to be a free, fair, and credible election. Let's see how the Anambra governorship election is going to turn out. Then we will really decide if there is free, fair election, like he said. So it's really something they need to look into. Because we can't come out because we feel we have the money. We can't come out and be promising people money to vote us in. No, it's not right. It's not right. But you might have a different opinion. That's why we are asking you to call in and let us know what you think about this. On 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. And yes, remember, this is High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM. This is where we talk about things that are affecting us. All right, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you are welcome. Please, your name and your location.
My name is Jim Morgan. I'm coming from Albany Road.
All right, please go ahead.
So, this particular issue you raised this morning
Yes.
is not an old issue. It's not like it's something new
Okay.
with Nigerians.
Okay.
You understand? So, because now I am wondering, has there been any kind of promise in that order coming from the governor from Anambra State before now?
Before now?
Has there? Yes. Any kind of promise like that to motivate people to come and do something?
Yes, while I was reading it, I heard that there's been a promise like that before when they were doing the local government elections and all that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Has it been anything that has nothing to do with voting?
No, not really. I've not seen. I've not heard.
That's the assessment, because you cannot come during the period of when you are looking for people's vote. Are you even supposed to look for people's votes when you do well in the office?
Exactly. That's the thing.
There is nobody that is supposed to be looking for who we vote. See, we are not dead. We are not blind. We are all human beings. We see. We are Nigerians, even though we keep quiet over certain things. We see. Now, you are trying to use money to lure people, according to the statements, to come and vote. But exactly what is the standpoint? What is the end point? If for example, that things are actually going well and people in Anambra State have seen the work of the governor and they conclude within themselves, even without the governor's notice, that we are going to vote him back. This is a thing that has to do with the people.
Yes, you're right.
You don't motivate with money, you motivate with transparency. You motivate with what? You motivate with the agenda that has to do with what Anambra people are looking forward to get. Then if they are not getting these things and you are now trying to use money to bring them out to come and vote according to the statement, I personally do not see the essence.
Yes.
And it should be made in such a way that people should vote out anybody who is not doing well. We can no longer continue like this. We can no longer continue padding up people who are not doing well, only for them to come back again and come and waste another 8 years.
Yes.
Another
4 years.
Another 4 years. 4 years for how much? And this is what I tell my fellow youth. 4 years, so you are collecting 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 naira for how long? Tomorrow you come and start arguing with me that the economy is bad and things are not working and all that. But you sold what you should have stood up for long time ago. So I do not think that that statement is actually a very right statement, and I think he should, the INEC should review that statement because it's an act of inducing people.
Yes.
It's an act of trying to if I should use that word bribe, it's an act of trying to bribe people to come out and
vote
and vote for him, not even vote for other people, not
yes.
even vote for other candidates. Because he cannot bring out that money. The person will collect that money and go and vote for another candidate. Because what happened during the last election? Let me explain this thing. What happened during the last election is when they give you money like that, they try to write your name and phone number.
Okay.
So that if you did not vote
yes.
for them, you will somehow receive consequences because your name and phone number is there. That you go and use and go and find this letter. So I don't think it's a very encouraging word.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so we see we all disagree with the governor of Anambra State. He's not supposed, he's not meant to do or say something like this, especially in public, Unfortunately, our time is fast spent. We cannot take more calls today. Maybe tomorrow we can continue this conversation, or if there's more to talk about. Because as the November 8th election approaches, one thing is very certain. The eyes of Nigerians are watching. We are looking to see what happens, because we are in a country where it feels like once you have these four years, that the next 4 years is for you. There's nothing, nobody can bring you down, no matter what. That you must serve your 8 years in office. That is the country we found ourselves in. So like he said, it's time we started removing people that are not supposed to be in office. If your 4 years was not good, if you didn't do well with your 4 years, you do not deserve another 4 years. This is what Nigerians should be thinking about. This is what they should be talking about. This is what we should be doing. Remove those people who are not delivering very well. 5,000 is not enough for a day. It's not a reason to keep someone for another 4 years. So let's think about this. No matter the monetary value that is being promised to you, think about 4 years, another 4 years of your life. Think about how hard it's going to be if you collect that 5,000. Think about your life. Think about your family. So vote buying is a no. For us, is a no. Like he said, the Anambra cannot be bought. We want to use this that Nigerians cannot be bought. So prove it that Nigerians cannot be bought. Make your vote count. Do not sell it for any reason. So whether the move by Governor Soludo becomes a model or a mistake depends on how it is perceived and handled. It depends on what we do with it. So vote buying or vote motivation, it's left for you to decide. All right, we've come to the end of the program. We've come to the end of this. Thank you for being part of High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM. Join us again tomorrow by 9 a.m. for more headlines, for more analysis, and for more of your voices. And if you missed any part of the program, go to our YouTube channel on High Voltage News. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, and share the video. All right, so see you again tomorrow. Thank you once again. My name is Odilin.